Hi everybody. I hope you guys are settling in okay in your first couple of days back. I know some change, some big change, and a lot's going on right now. We've got a guest. This is one of my chihuahuas. This is King George, and he's going to hang out with us for just a few minutes as I kind of talk about the annotated bibliography assignment that's coming up. Okay, so I'll put him down because he's a little camera shy, so he's going to go in my lap. What I want you to think about with the annotated bibliography is that this is essentially kind of a source gathering assignment that's going to help you. Ideally, you want to use these sources that you find in your last academic research essay. So as I mentioned in the previous video, these things work together. What's probably best at this point before I get any more into it is if you go ahead, hopefully you've already been able to look at the materials in the calendar. That was your assignment for this first half of the week. Go ahead, open up the annotated bibliography assignment description and also have access to the annotated bibliography sample assignment. Okay, so have those two documents available, and this will help make probably a little bit more sense if you're referring to these documents as I'm talking about it. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to choose a topic for your academic research essay, and I mentioned in my last video, if you're not sure, go to CQ Research and Opposing Viewpoints and browse topics. Okay, find something that holds your interest. You don't have to have a thesis statement yet, none of that. You can if you want, but you don't have to have that. But you do have to have a topic, and you have to have academic sources for it. So CQ Researcher, Opposing Viewpoints, both of those databases are where I would probably start. Okay, so say you have found your three articles, and you've kind of sorted through, you've done keyword searches, or you browse by topic, whatever you did, and you've got at least 3 good academic sources. Okay, so now you want to start writing your annotated bibliography. This is it's not an essay, it's a research, or it's a research/writing project. So you've got your 3 sources. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your first source, and on your paper you're going to have your MLA works cited for that source. Okay? That's going to be the first thing that you have. The second part of it is you're going to write a very short summary of your source. That might be hard for some of you. If you're struggling with that, what I would recommend is going back to that 5-finger, that retail summary assignment, the 5-finger retail. Remember that handout with the hand on it? And go through the prompts, okay? Who's involved, or what is the issue? What's the problem? What's the proposed solution, if there is one? What's the beginning, middle, or end? Who does this involve? Where does this take place? Whatever is applicable, the 5-finger retail, I believe, is going to help you get a strong summary. If you look at the assignment description and a sample assignment, you'll notice that any time that student took ideas from the source, and a lot of times that student paraphrased the source. He used his own words, but the ideas came from the source. Remember, you have to cite. You have to provide your in-text citations. You provide them at the end of every sentence, where you paraphrase, you summarize, where you describe the source essentially in your own words. So don't forget to do that, your in-text citation, okay? That's the summary part. This is just a couple of sentences long. I think I said like maybe 3 or 4 sentences long. That's your summary. So that's a little paragraph. You've got your works cited, your summary paragraph. Your next part is your response paragraph. Okay, and I'm allowing you broad discretion on your response paragraph. Okay, if you've already kind of worked out your outline, the sample assignment, you'll see that this person says that when X source provides this statistic, period, citation, I believe this information might help my second reason in this way, and then they provide that description. You can certainly do that if you've gotten that far along. If you've mapped out your ideas for the academic research essay, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, you can kind of just approach it like a really short journal assignment. I was intrigued by the statistic that said 50% of all voters are millennials. Okay, period, in-text citation. I was intrigued because of X, Y, Z. Okay, so I'm giving you broad discretion because we're doing this a little bit differently than what I usually do when it's time for annotated bibliographies. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so you've got three sources. Your first source, remember they're alphabetized. Your first source, it's works cited in MLA format, a summary paragraph, a response paragraph. Okay, then you have your next source, alphabetized, works cited, summary, response. Last source, MLA works cited, summary, response. Not too hard, huh? Okay, so hopefully that will help you as you're drafting. Like I've said before, nothing new. Make sure you meet those assignment requirements. Have that the assignment description, that annotated bibliography description in front of you as you are drafting. Also, use that sample assignment as a template for your own work. That was a great assignment. It was very well written, and the student did very well on it. So if you can kind of use that, if that helps some of you guys to have not really a template, but an example, that's a great one to have. Okay, so finally, last two reminders. The journal assignment, we've got a journal assignment due this week. Make sure you're carefully following the calendar. It's Journal 3. And also, if you'll look on to next week, you will have the opportunity to submit, or email me rather, don't submit it on eCampus, but you're welcome to email me your annotated bibliography draft. It doesn't have to be complete. I can check whatever you have and I can give you feedback via email. But just make sure, you follow those deadlines. I can't do it like at the last minute and things like that. I hope you understand why. I'm teaching 6 classes and that's a lot of students. So hopefully that helps, but I can certainly, if you don't understand anything, of course, email me. You guys know I'm here for you. We can make this work, and I think we're all going to be off to a great start despite these crazy circumstances. Sound good? All right. That's what I keep telling myself. King George says bye. You guys have a good one. Let me know if you need anything. Bye.